we wind up the last class, then we will start today's class. Continuation. Yesterday I asked you to prepare, and we can just discuss about digital signature. Have you gone through the digital signature? What is digital signature and what are the things did you saw? So the challenges to Indian laws and cybercrime scenario in India visa. So there are weaknesses are there, and there are positive aspects are there. Even if there some consequences of not addressing the weakness of India, so we should not mention that one. In a light discussion so far, we can see that the many challenges in the Indian scenario for fight with the cybercrime. The cyber laws of the country are not yet to reach the levels of sufficiency and advocate the security. To serve a strong platform to support the Indian e-commerce industry for which they were made. India has long behind is keeping pace with the world in these regards. Okay, so cyber laws unna kuda still we have some, because we are seeing the loopholes, no, that is the weaknesses. See that. So for example, the person who has a knowledge or technology known by the domain name hacking. So but the law is not yet to discuss about the domain name గురించి ఏం మాట్లాడలేదు కదా. సో అలాంటివి ఉన్నప్పుడు, so we need to see about some consequences are happen. The consequence of these are visible, India outstanding sector may be get impacted. Ante kada. For example, the people's maybe in your side you may develop some website or something app which you developed in India by using some Indian scenario security we are following, and you can know that. But already we discussed, see that in overseas already they know that there is worrying about the data leakage అనేది ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నప్పుడు many peoples are outside of our country, peoples are not very much interest to buy this one. అంతే కదా. దీంతో మనతో కనెక్ట్ అవటానికి కానీ మన గ్లోబల్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ని అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి కానీ అంతగా, అంతే కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యూ కెన్ కన్సిడర్ బ్యాంక్ ఈస్ నాట్ సెక్యూర్. ఆర్ యూ గోయింగ్ టు బి డిపాజిట్ ద మనీ ఇన్ ద బ్యాంక్? So for example, your house is too old and you don't have a proper birua. Can you keep too much of money at your home? So the people are think that they need some strong security. That is this result and breathing Indian IT business leadership international outsourcing market. So ఇది ఏమవుతుందంటే బిజినెస్ అనేది దెబ్బ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఇండియన్ ఐటీ బిజినెస్ అనేది ప్రాబ్లం. అవుట్సోర్సింగ్ ఈస్ ఆన్ రైజ్. ఇండియా విష్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద స్ట్రాంగ్ పొజిషన్స్ ఇన్ ద గ్లోబల్ అవుట్సోర్సింగ్ మార్కెట్. There should be a quick and intelligent steps to take to address the current weaknesses in the Indian Information Technology Act. అంటే వీటిని కూడా కొంచెం మోడిఫై చేసి కానీ చూస్తే then we will be stand in a global market in good, that they are telling. Okay, so if this is not addressed in the near future, then the dream of India rule the world outsourcing market may not come true. So if you are not addressing these weaknesses, if you are not modifying, then it should be a dream. Ala dream alane undipodi, never comes true. Okay, then today's topic is about digital signature and the Indian IT Act. So what is this digital signature? So మనం చాలా సార్లు నేర్చుకున్నాం. We talk about nearly one unit itself. We will talk about this digital signature and public key interchange. Something we learned. Okay, unit అంతా నేర్చుకున్నాం. So okay, you are not going to be discussed in depth about this one. You already know. Even if I am going to be make some of the important points so that you can we can have some brief idea about what you learned before and what you need to be remember for this chapter you need to know. Okay, a few technical concepts regarding the digital signature. One is about public key certificate. The second one, representation of digital signature in the IT Act 2000. Impact of oversight in IT Act 2000 regarding digital signature. So these things we are going to be discussed here. So before going to be these three topics, so how the digital signature, how we can create, what are the things are available in there, then how to create a digital signature, who will create a digital signature, some of the questions will arise now. డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్ అంటే ఏంటి అనుకో, మనం జనరల్ గా అనుకున్న అంటే ఏంటి, ఎవరు క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు, ఎక్కడ క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు, క్రియేట్ చేయడం వల్ల ఏం జరుగుద్ది, ఇలాంటి సమ్ మినిమం క్వశ్చన్స్ కానీ యూ కెన్ అరైజ్ ఆన్ దీస్ డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్. దట్ అండ్ ఆల్ we will discuss now. Then we will. So for example, what is the digital signature? Generally we know the cryptography concept. What is that? So some plain text is going to be converted into a ciphertext. Then again the ciphertext is going to be converted into plain text, such that ciphertext have some cryptographic algorithm so that the hacker have number of chances to break this password. Okay, something we are going to be converted into one raw data, we are going to be converted into some unreadable format. So raw data and here text and for example, see here Alice, something we know the two names Alice and Bob are very popular names in these cryptography technique. Alice, hello Bob. So somebody is signing. So here signing is Alice private key is going to be signed, and that hello Bob is going to be converted into BE459576785039E8. Something is changed, and that changed key, that is we can call here ciphertext, is going to be transferred, and that is verified by the Alice public key. So here Alice is going to be generated the two keys, one is a public and private key. With private key is going to be signed, with his public key is going to be verified, then Bob receives hello Bob. So this is the signing technology is there now, that is known as the digital signature. What is a simple signature ante enti manam? For example, if you consider any document, for example, if you are writing a letter, something you are writing, yours faithfully, you are going to be do sign. That is you are giving your authentication. You are giving your authentication. For example, your property, you are signing it down. Yes, my property is this, I am going to be given to somebody else. You are going to be signing. So that is signing. How we are going to be do handwriting documents, we are going to be do sign. The same way we are going to be do sign on digital documents also. So this is known as the digital signature. So even we have some outstanding view of this digital signature. Now we can go one by one step how it will be work. So what is a digital signature? So this is a simple lines only, just I was typed, nothing much complicated. So see, listen carefully, you can get it the idea. A digital signature is a mathematical technique. Okay, I already told you any cryptographic technique is a mathematical equations we are going to be solved. Mathematical technique used to verify the authenticity and the integrity of message, software or digital document. It is the digital equivalent of a handwritten signature or a stamped seal. మనం జనరల్ గా నాట్ ఓన్లీ సిగ్నేచర్ స్టాంప్ వేస్తాం కదా. Stamp అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ we can see ఎగ్జామ్ రాసేటప్పుడు మనకి కంట్రోలర్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ సీల్ ఉంటుంది కింద. Same way, either maybe a handwritten signature or a stamped seal, but it offers far more inherited security. A digital signature is intended to solve the problem of tampering and impersonating అన్నమాట, అది impersonating in digital communication. So it is not at possible అంతే కదా. మనం ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సంథింగ్ మనం వర్డ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ టైప్ చేసి దాన్ని పంపించాలంటే ఎలాగా, అది మీరు కెన్ డూ విత్ డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్. అది మళ్ళీ ప్రింట్ తీసుకొని సైన్ చేసి మళ్ళీ దాన్ని అప్లోడ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ పంపించాలి కదా. సో దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ when it is occurs in the digital communication, digital transmission, this problem will occur. So the digital signature can be provide the evidence of origin అంటే ఏంటి, ఎక్కడి నుంచి వెళ్ళింది, ఆరిజిన్ అంటే బేసిక్ సోర్స్ we can call, identity and the status of electronic document, and transactions are a digital message. Signers can also use them to acknowledge information, the consent. So see that what is the user. సింపుల్ గా మనం ఎలా అంటే మనం వాట్సాప్ లో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మెసేజ్ పెట్టినప్పుడు మెసేజ్ వెళ్తుందా లేదా, వెళ్తే ఒక టిక్ వెళ్ళి, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డెలివరీ అయితే ఒక టిక్ వెళ్ళి, సో అతను వ్యూ చేశాడు. సో వాయిస్ ఈస్ క్లియర్, వినిపిస్తుందా? సంథింగ్ ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో ఎవిడెన్స్ అండ్ అంటే ఏంటి, హూ ఈజ్ సెండింగ్ ద డాక్యుమెంట్ అండ్ హూ ఈజ్ ద ఐడెంటిటీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. అంటే ఏంటి, మనం ఎవరైతే పంపిస్తున్నాం, మనం ఎవరికైతే పంపిస్తున్నామో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వీ కెన్ నో దట్ ఐడెంటిటీ అండ్ ది స్టేటస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ అండ్ ది ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఆర్ డిజిటల్ messages, everything we can get. The signature can also use them to acknowledge the informed consent. So this digital signature provided the acknowledgement also, whether the message is delivered or not. If it is delivered, we need some acknowledgement over there, whether we are received the proper content or not. Everything we can known by that. In many countries, includes the United States, digital signatures are considered legally binding in the same way of traditional handwriting documents signature. So in United States, they are still following the digital signature. Same way as digital signatures are approved and digital signatures are followed same way as the handwritten documents. So handwritten documents believe just same way they are offering all those things as a digital signature. Digital signature are based on a public key cryptography, also known as asymmetric cryptography. You know, there is two types of cryptographic techniques are there, symmetric and asymmetric. So if you go, it is a very long process. Then I will simply that. So by using the same key and the different keys. So if you remember that one, asymmetric key and symmetric key. Symmetric key means same key is using. Asymmetric key means different keys are using. So that is you can remember for the this asymmetric key cryptography. By using a public key algorithm such as RSA algorithm, two keys are generated and creating a mathematical linked pair of keys. One is a private and another one is a public. So two keys are using, that's when it is called as a asymmetric key cryptography. Digital signatures works through public key cryptography to mutually authenticating cryptographic keys. The individual who creates the digital signature use a private key to encrypt the signature related data, while the only way to decrypt the data is with the signer's public key. అంతే కదా. ఈ పారాగ్రాఫ్ గురించి మనం ముందు ఆల్రెడీ మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. Alice is sending hello Bob, that is going to be signed by using Alice private key. Then it is going to be verified by Alice public key. So that is the same thing only here. This works on the public key cryptography. Two mutual authentication keys are there. Individual who creates the digital signature uses a private key to encrypt the signature related data, while only decrypt the data by using signer's public key. Yes or no? అర్థమైందిగా digital signature. By their two keys used చేస్తాం, so that it is going to be called as asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, asymmetric key cryptography. Asymmetric cryptography. So here the two keys are public key and private key. So by using sender's public key, they are going to be verified. By using a sender's private key, they are going to be encrypt the message along with the sign also. So what are the benefits of this digital signature? The security is the main benefit of the digital signature. The security is main. Security capability embedded in the digital signature ensure a document is not altered and signatures are legitimate. అంటే ఏంటంటే మనం ఫోర్జరీ అంటాం కదా, అది జరగలేదని మనం నమ్మటానికి అన్నమాట సెక్యూరిటీ ఎనేబుల్డ్. Security features and methods are used to digital signature include as follows. So the personal identification numbers, that is the pins, passwords and codes. So it provides the benefits anamata. Then asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, very good. So that is the digital signature is the concept of asymmetric key only. Then another one is about checksum. A long string. What is a checksum here? I think remaining all those things you heard. This checksum also you heard, but I want to mention what is the checksum. A long string of letters and numbers that is represented as the sum of the correct digits in a piece of digital data, against which is comparison can be made with the detect errors or changes. A checksum act as a data fingerprint. సో డేటాలో ఎక్కడో ఇక్కడ మనం ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 100 పేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి, అన్ని చెక్ చేయాలని, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 100 పేజెస్ కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రింట్ అయినా లేదని చెక్ చేయడానికి మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, అక్కడక్కడ ఓకే పేజ్ నెంబర్ 12 ఒకసారి, పేజ్ నెంబర్ 22 ఒకసారి, అలాగా ర్యాండమ్ గా చెక్ చేస్తాం కదా. ఆ చెక్ చేయడానికి ఎలాగైతే మనం ఫిజికల్ గా ర్యాండమ్ గా చెక్ చేస్తామో, దీస్ చెక్ సమ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో యూస్ టు చెక్ ర్యాండమ్లీ. ఓకేనా. దెన్ సైక్లిక్ రిడెండెన్స్ చెక్, cyclic redundancy check, CRC. Then another one about certificate authority. So ఈ వర్డ్ గుర్తుందా, లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో మనం విన్నాం సర్టిఫికేట్ అథారిటీ అని. సర్టిఫికేట్ అథారిటీ అంటే ఆ సైనింగ్ చేసే సైనింగ్ చేసే మెథడ్ ని వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి గివ్ టు సమ్ అదర్ పర్సన్ టు సర్టిఫై దిస్, సమ్ అదర్ పర్సన్ టు వెరిఫై దిస్. మనకి ఈ సర్వీసెస్ అన్ని సర్వీస్ చార్జెస్ అంటాం కదా, ఆ సర్వీస్ చార్జెస్ అన్ని వీళ్ళకేనమాట. సంబడి హూ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆథెంటికేట్, సంబడి హూ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి వెరిఫై, అంతే కదా. సో దట్ ఓన్లీ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి send money without any fear. Then another one about trust service provider, that is a TSP validation. Then time stamping. So that are the benefits of digital signature. Okay, how do you create a digital signature? How do you create a digital signature? To create a digital signature, signing software such as an email program is used to provide a one-way hash of electronic data to be signed. A hash is a fixed length string of letters and numbers generated by an algorithm. The digital signature creator private key is then used to encrypt the hash. The encrypted hash. Remember what is a hash? Numbers అన్నమాట. సింగిల్ నంబర్స్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఆ నెంబర్ ని యూజ్ చేసి వెరిఫై చేయటం. Created hash along along with the other information such as hashing algorithm is a digital signature. Fixed length of string అన్నమాట. String of letters and numbers generated by the algorithm. The digital signature creators private key is used to encrypt the hash, and for decrypt you are using public. That is the reason for encrypting hash instead of the entire message or a document is in a hashing function can convert an arbitrary input into a fixed length values. I think this is a very important thing when we discussed in the message digest and hash functions యూజ్ చేసాం కదా క్రిప్టోగ్రఫీలో, అప్పుడు కూడా చెప్పుకున్నాం. ఈ హ్యాష్ ఫంక్షన్ యూజ్ చేయడం వల్ల ఫిక్స్డ్ లెంత్ వేరియబుల్ లెంత్ లో ఉన్న మెసేజ్ అనేది ఫిక్స్డ్ సైజెస్ లోకి ఫిక్స్డ్ లెంత్ వాల్యూస్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది అనమాట, విచ్ ఈస్ యూజువల్లీ మచ్ షార్టర్. దిస్ సేవ్స్ టైమ్ యాజ్ హ్యాషింగ్ మచ్ ఫాస్టర్ దాన్ సైనింగ్. సో ఈజీగా సెండ్ చేయడానికి ఈజీగా. The value of hash is unique to the hashed data. Any changes in the data, even the change in a single character, will result in the different value. This attributes enables others to use the signing public key to decrypt the hash to validate the integrity of the data. If the decrypted hash matches a second computed hash of the same data, it proves that the data hasn't changed since the data was signed. Mana ade kada other side అంటే ఏంటి, sender side is going to be create a hash function, ఒక value ని generate చేస్తాం. That value is sent to the receiver. Again the receiver is calculating another hash. ఇది సింపుల్ గా వచ్చిన దాన్ని వచ్చింది ఓకే వీళ్ళు పంపించింది మనకు వచ్చింది సేమ్ అనేది అలాగా చెక్ చేయదు. Again the receiver is going to be calculated the hash. When he's calculated hash and the ending hash is matching, verify చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. is okay or not, అవి రెండు వెరిఫై చేస్తాం. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కంపేర్, వెరిఫై చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. వెరిఫై చేసి రెండు ఈక్వల్ గా ఉన్నాయా లేదా, నేను జనరేట్ చేసిన హ్యాష్ కి రిసీవర్ జనరేట్ చేసిన హ్యాష్ కి రెండు మ్యాచ్ అవుతున్నాయా లేదా, మ్యాచింగ్ చూస్తా ఉన్నాం. అంతేగాని మనం పంపించింది ఓకే తను పంపించాడని డైరెక్ట్ గా చెక్ చేయము. సో దట్ ఈస్ does not correspond to a public key represented by the signer. It is issue with authentication. I think this was a very light diagram. I think it is visible or not, I don't know. So even if I read it, the same thing only. Signed document data, and by hashing algorithm we are creating a hash. Why we are creating hash? For arbitrary or variable length of data is going to be a fixed length of values ga convert cheyadaniki hashing use chestam. Then we are going to be use some encryption, digitally signed document. Once the hash is going to be encrypted, how we are going to be encrypt with private key ద్వారా encrypt chestam. That is digitally signed document వస్తుంది. That one we are going to be sent through the network. Then digitally signed document hash algorithm by using creating a hash and publicly decrypt and hash. అంటే ఏంటి, సెండర్ సెండ్ చేసిన హ్యాష్ కి పైన ఉంది, ద రిసీవర్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసిన హ్యాష్ కి కింద ఉంది. దెన్ both are match అయితే then we can call it as a verified. Okay, so that is the way we can create any digital signature. This is the way we can create a digital signature. So anyone having doubt so far? This is a very important concept. క్రిప్టోగ్రఫీలో కూడా చదువుకున్నాం. వాట్ ఈజ్ డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్ అంటే ఏంటి, హ్యాష్ కీ అంటే ఏంటి అన్ని. Anyone having doubt, you can ask. Yes, anyone, please respond so that we will move to the next topic. So in that in this chapter we are discussing about the three topics, no? Digital signature అనేవి three topics are divided. Public key certificate అని, second one Indian Act 2000 అని, third also Indian Act 2000 అని, ఒక 3 points నేర్చుకున్నాం. This is the first point. Public key certificate. What is this public key certificate? What is public key అంటే ఏంటి? పబ్లిక్ కీ అంటే ఏంటి, ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం, పబ్లిక్ కీ ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం? In order to verify the signed document, we are going to be use a public key, no? So that is the use of public. So public key certificate is a digitally signed statement from one entity saying that the public key of another entity has some specific value. Some specific value. A digital signature is the type of electronic signature that is used to generate the integrity of the data. That is used to generate the integrity of data. So message integrity and electronic signature that is used to generate the integrity of data. When linked to the integrity of signer using a signature using a security token such as X509, X.509, public key encryption keys lo standards anamata. Certificate which is a digital signature. X.509 is a digital signature. An X509 certificate contains the information about certificate subject and the certificate issuer, the CA that is issued the certificate. So X509 certificate contains the information about the certificate subject and the certificate issuer. So నేను చెప్పాను కదా మధ్యలో some certificate authorities ఉంటారు, certified authorities, ఎవరు ఏందనేది అక్కడ చూసాము. So it provides the certificate provides the information about that. The role of a certificate is to associate an identity with a public key value. With a public key value. The role of a certificate is to associate an identity with a public key value. So ఒక value public key identity value అనేది మెయింటైన్ చేస్తాం. So that is about a public key certificate. A certificate includes అంటే X509 అన్నాం కదా, X.509. So what it includes? Version information. X509 version information అంటే which version మనకు వస్తాయి కదా, version 1.1, 2.1. which is gives a version is like simply like that. మనకి ఐపీ హెడర్ ఉంటుంది, ఐపీ హెడర్ కానీ టీసీపీ ఐపీ హెడర్ కానీ హెడర్ వాట్ ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ సేమ్ హియర్ X509 certificate contains the information about X.509 version information, a serial number that uniquely identifies the certificate, a common name that identifies the subject, the public key associated with a common name, the name of the user who created the certificate known as a subject name, information about the certificate issuer, a signing of the issuer, information about the algorithm used to sign the certificate, some optional X509 version 3 extensions. సో ఇవే కాకుండా వి హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఆప్షన్. మనకి జనరల్ గా చూసినప్పుడు ఐపీ హెడర్ లో చూస్తే లాస్ట్ లో ఉంటది ఆప్షన్ అని యూజ్ చేస్తాం కదా, ఆప్షనల్ అని. సో సమ్ ఆప్షనల్స్ ఆల్సో దేర్ ఇన్ దట్. అంటే ఏంటంటే ఏమైనా ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ వాడుకోవాలి, దాంట్లో ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలియజేయాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు వీ కెన్ ఇంక్లూడ్ దేర్ దట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. అర్థమైందా? సో ఐ థింక్ మీకు అక్కడ కానీ ఐపీ హెడర్ కానీ చూస్తే వర్షన్ అంటాము, తర్వాత వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెసేజ్ సెండర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, రిసీవర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, చెక్ సమ్, ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కదా. సేమ్ అలానే ఇక్కడ కూడా ద సీరియల్ నెంబర్ దట్ ఈస్ యూనిక్లీ ఐడెంటిఫై ది సర్టిఫికేట్, ది కామన్ నేమ్ that identifies the subject, and the public key is associated with the common name, and the name of the user who created the certificate is known by the subject name, and the information about, and ఇవన్నీ మెసేజ్ సంబంధించిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఆ సర్టిఫికేషన్ ఎవరు చేస్తున్నారు, ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాస్ మెన్షన్డ్ హియర్. The second one is about representation of digital signature in the IT Act 2000. IT Act 2000 had a prescribed digital signature based on the asymmetric crypto system and hash system as the only acceptable form of authentication of electronic document recognized as an equivalent signature in paper form. When the IT Act 2000 was drafted, there was a slip up, the drafting of section 35 subsection 3, which made it mandatory for applicant for digital signature certificate to enclose a certification practice statement along with his application. Okay, so this representation of digital signature ఎలాగ ఇంక్లూడ్ చేశారు అనేది అన్నమాట. So one of the major difficulties with the bill, and in 17th May 2000 the bill was passed now, which includes the HIDER implementation. It was a position regarding the role and function of CA certificate authorities యొక్క రోల్స్ ని మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు, as well as the process of issuing the digital certificate, ఎవరు ఇష్యూ చేస్తారు అనేది కూడా they was not mentioned, and they were hided the information about these things. Then impact on oversight in the IT Act 2000 regarding this digital signature. So ఏంటి అసలు ఈ డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఐటీ యాక్ట్ లో ఏంటి అనేది? The Ministry of Information and Technology had to urgently establish a take force to 1 second. Okay, anyone having doubt? So wait a second. So the Ministry of Information and the Technology had to urgently establish a task force to assist them in drafting the rules. The task force consisted of experts in the field. It is said to that now this blunder has been accompanied by the more avoidable confusions. The Information Technology Amendment Bill 2006 was drafted the basic recommendations of expert committees. ఆ సిఏ అథారిటీస్ గురించి మాట్లాడలేదని అనుకున్నాం కదా. సో డిజిటల్ సిగ్నేచర్ లో సిఏ అథారిటీ అనేది ఇట్స్ ద మేజర్ రోల్. సో దాని గురించి మాట్లాడలేదని అగైన్ ద బిల్ మళ్ళీ మారుస్తాం కదా. సో కొత్తది ఏదోటి మార్చినప్పుడు 2006 లో వచ్చేటప్పుడు దే రికమెండేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ కమిటీస్. ద committee look into the consideration of recommendations by the technology committee that the PKI based, the public key integrity based system made to law dependent on a single authentication technology, and there was a need to make low technology natural. So these are the two things was recommended and they are added in that. Okay, so this is a view of Indian IT Act 2000 in the view of digital signature. So what is today's class we discuss about what is a digital signature, how to create a digital signature, who is created, so what is asymmetric key encryption, and what are the overall view of digital signature, and how it is going to be impact on this IT Act 2000. And one more is the representation of digital signature, how they were represented in IT Act 2000 also. Okay, so this was, and tomorrow we are going to be discuss about information security planning and governance. Information security planning and governance. So what is just one overview, one look we can see, and we can close 1-2 minutes. And strategic planning sets the long-term direction to be taken the organization and each of its component part. Strategic planning should guide the organizational effort and focus resources towards a specific and clearly defined goals. After an organization develops a general strategy to generate the overall strategic plan by expanding the general strategic into a plan for major divisions. So general ga manam ninna maatladukuna oka house planning ela undalo same ala each level of each division then takes the translates those objectives into more specific objectives for the level below. To execute this about strategy, okay, that was the end. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss that information technology and governance, how it will be. So anyone having doubt?